And we're live.
What's happening?
Hi guys.
Folks, we had to adjust a little.
Yeah, let me see if I can.
Because, you know.
Share. Oh, hold on.
Dope. Oh.
There we are.
So, you know.
Let's see.
Had to make sure I was in the picture because, you know, I feel sorry for people who don't know me. I'm just saying. Hey, who just joined in? Hey, it's Joey's World. What's going on?
How are you guys?
Hope you are well.
Yes.
And we got other people starting to pop in. That's cool.
Yes, awesome. Crazy Kirsty
and Crew. Now, did you say that they... did you say...
happy to see you guys. Happy to see you, Joey's World.
Did you say Christine and Crew, are they also in North Carolina?
They are in Raleigh, yes.
Okay. All right, so we got the North Carolina crew in the house.
Yes, they're about 3 hours. We're about 3 hours away.
Yeah, about 3. Well, 2.5 hours depending on who's driving.
2.5. Sorry.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I don't know.
I have a little bit of a lead foot. Sorry, started adult drinking. Excuse the typing. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Desiree here in Raleigh. Hey. Hi, Desiree.
Hey, Desiree. How are you?
So, before we start our top 5. Whoa,
what's the adult drinking? What is this adult drinking you're speaking of?
Neighbors, that's right.
Yes, we are neighbors, Crazy Christine.
Well, I think they're talking about alcoholic beverages.
Alcoholic beverages. Maybe some LeFou's brew.
I'll think a little bit harder than LeFou's brew.
Oh, hard cider?
Yeah, that.
Maybe, coffee and Godiva liquor.
Ooh.
Okay, now we're talking.
Ooh, that sounds good.
I've got some Jameson downstairs. I could always, you know... No, we probably shouldn't do that on a live stream.
No.
You never know what might happen on a live stream if I start to drink adult beverage.
Or if I start to drink adult beverage.
Well, I know what'll happen then, and, well, we can't have that on live stream.
So, before we started our top 5, I wanted to show off a couple little things that we got Disney related. They could go viral.
They could go viral. We could end up, you know, we could be famous.
We could be famous.
I don't know if we want to be that kind of famous, though.
No. Oh, coffee and rum.
Rum chata?
Rum chata
is the best. Crazy Kirsty and Crew said coffee and rum chata is the best. I don't think I've ever had
rum chata.
I don't think I have either.
I love rum, but, you know. So what I want to do is I want to show off a couple of little things. First of all, some really good deals can be found and some really awesome Disney home items can be found at the drugstore, whether it be CVS
or Rite Aid.
Rite Aid, and what's the other one that's close? We have
Walgreens.
Walgreens. Hey guys,
Mermaid and Jedi Adventures.
We just
got started.
We just started.
David and Lori in the house.
Yeah. So, but at the drugstore, they have some really awesome Disney-related items, and if you have like one of their rewards cards, you can get 25-50% off of things. So
especially after the holiday or if there's something coming up that they're trying to clear inventory for, you can get some good deals.
So I found a couple of things to set outside. Now we don't have a garden because I don't think our HOA allows it, but we got a couple of little things for a garden to sit.
Maybe sit in the mulch pile.
Each of these are $19.99, but because I have a Rite Aid card, I got them for 50% off. And I just couldn't turn them down because they're really cute. So the first one is Eeyore. And it says, weeds are flowers to... weeds are flowers too once you get to know them, Eeyore.
So it's Joey's World just mentioned that they just subscribed to Mermaid and Jedi Adventures.
They're wonderful people.
They're great people. We had opportunity to hang out with them at the Christmas party last November.
Yes.
And they are so much fun, and they have a lot of good information on their channel, a lot of good content. So
Lori is kind of like my Canadian spirit animal.
Yeah, they're very. It's almost yeah.
And you did too. Awesome.
But they're great folks, and just definitely support their channel and go out and check them out. Anyone
who's a friend of the Beams is a friend to us. That's awesome.
That's awesome. Thank you guys.
All right, so like I said, I got Eeyore, and I think we may put him and this other one, this Mickey one that I got in the back since we technically don't have a garden. I don't know. We could put this one up in the front because we do have some weeds.
Well, a couple.
Yeah, just a couple.
Not too many.
Our yard looks pretty good.
I'm trying to maintain the weed-free, look out front at least.
Right. And so the second one that I got, once again, $19.99, but with 50% off, has Mickey on it. And it says, "Welcome to our little garden." But like I said, we can't.
I don't know. I have to look at what the HOA says.
We could probably put flowers. We could probably do like a flower thing. Cola Break says,
Cola
"Hi,
Break.
how are you doing?
Welcome. Thanks for joining."
We just got started. So yes, I got this one for Mickey. But the last one is my favorite.
Well, it's my favorite too.
What's up?
What's up, Cola Break? We're just hanging out. Cherry's showing off a little bit of a haul before we get started in our topic, which is going to be attractions at Animal Kingdom.
Yep. So this one is my favorite. It's Grumpy, and it says, "Welcome. Are you staying long?" Oh, love the Mickey. Yes.
Yeah, the Mickey's pretty cool.
But Grumpy, this one's my favorite.
Grumpy's my dude as far as the Seven Dwarfs go.
He's your spirit animal.
Yeah. Well.
He's your dwarf spirit animal. So.
Hey, what's up, Jiggy family?
Hey,
how are
Jiggy
you?
family, how are you?
Welcome. Thank you for joining.
Welcome. So I also want to brag on my man here. So for Valentine's Day, he normally gets me flowers.
You know what? Here was my plan.
Okay.
She's always expecting flowers at work because I always give her flowers at work. So my plan was to make her sweat it out. Jiggy family says they're doing great just at the mall.
Just at the mall. Oh.
Okay, well, I would be doing something other than walking around the mall if I could. But I wanted her to sweat it out and come home kind of upset that she didn't get flowers on Valentine's Day, thinking that I'd forgotten her. And she was going to find this sitting in her place at the dinner table. Well, the day before Valentine's Day, she had kind of a rough day.
I had a very rough day. I left my keys in the car at Josie's.
She had a very rough day. She left her car. She locked her keys in the car, she said. And it took a little while for us to
Actually,
get her.
That was on Valentine's Day that this happened. It was Wednesday because Josie missed Mini Palm.
So,
yeah, our boring mall in Lima, Ohio.
Yeah, Jiggy says you have a boring mall. I think most malls are pretty much the same.
Isn't that where Drew Carey was from? Like the show. I was a big fan of the Drew Carey show.
I don't know.
Or was that Parma?
I have no idea.
I can't. But I was a big fan of that show.
But my plan was to have her, being upset about not getting flowers at work, and then come home to find this, and then be instantly happy.
Lima is Glee. Okay,
you knew you understood.
Yes.
You knew Lima, Ohio for some reason.
Yeah.
But that was my plan, and then everything went awry with her locking her keys in the car.
It was bad.
Yeah.
Theme song was Moon Over Parma Tonight.
Yeah,
yes.
there you go.
The first season. Yep, I remember.
So when she came down for dinner, she found these waiting for her.
So the first thing he got me were these little Mickey and Minnie. Minnie's little heart says Happy Valentine's Day, and Mickey says Be My Valentine. And I said, of course I will, because you're awesome. So it's kind of like the old school Mickey and Minnie. I know, so cute, right, right, Lori? Oh my gosh. But that's not all. Sitting in between. Oh my God, Gooch. You're so grounded again.
I stayed grounded.
But he also got me a little something. It's hard to see, but it says Disney Parks Pandora. And it's going to be really hard with these lights. But
because it's shiny.
But it's shiny. That is the castle, like in black. And then when you turn it over here, it's hard to see. But it's got fireworks.
The fireworks going off. It's a Pandora charm. It's for her Pandora bracelet. And, the great thing about Pandora is Pandora bracelets is they're the gift that keeps on giving.
Right? Oh, my gosh.
Grounding lifted. Grounding lifted.
So,
I do try to make up for it.
I had to brag on my man a little bit. He was awesome.
Oh, yeah.
So anyway, So I guess the reason.
So on to our topic.
Our topic, and then after the topic, we'll have like a little discussion on. You can ask questions or.
Well, you can ask questions all throughout, and
yeah.
if you have comments on anything that we go over, or if you have an attraction you'd like to throw out there, please do so.
Thank you, Celebrate.
Mermaid Jedi Adventure saying hi, Jiggy family, and
the things you find at Spencer's. Oh Lord.
Oh, we can't.
I remember back in the day, he used to find like Bon Jovi posters.
I don't think we can talk about things that we find at Spencer's with our daughter in the next room. No. She doesn't need to know about those things.
No.
Ever. All right, so
we have our top 5 list of
Animal Kingdom attractions. So
no rides, no character meet and
no
greets.
character meets, just attractions.
Mm-hmm.
And
it's crazy.
So my number 5 for Animal Kingdom attractions is a Maharaja Jungle Track.
Easy for you to say.
That's not the Maharaja. The Maharaja Jungle Trek, and that's where you can basically walk through, and you can see different views of the tigers and other animals as you go through that you would normally see on the Asian continent.
Asia.
So that's my number 5 is the Maharaja Jungle Trek. It's actually the site of where Cherry almost got into a fight with a Thai lady. One time she was like right up against the rail, and newly expecting with Josie at the time. And we were looking at the tigers, and this Asian lady comes up and basically crawls up her back and pushes her belly into the rail.
Hit that like button gently.
Please hit the like button.
No, smash it!
Smash it.
Smash it, as our friend Morty Mouse likes to say.
Yeah,
smash that like button.
But this lady literally crawls up her back and like pushes her belly into the railing and everything.
My entire body like up into the everything, yeah.
So Cherry, being the calm, cool, and collected person that she is, waits until the next viewing area and finds the same woman standing there and goes and like lays up on her and just pushes her up against the window and then walks away. Luckily,
that's exactly what she did to me.
Yeah, luckily the other lady that was with her just said, "Look, she's crazy," and then pulled her away. And
I said, maybe you need to put a leash on her.
So that's probably the only time we've ever had a situation like that. But the lady literally tried to crawl up her back and pushed her into the railing.
It wasn't just me. She did it to. She did it to a bunch of people. She did it to a kid, like a little 5-year-old kid. She like pushed him.
It was a little crazy, but
I was like, and it was right after the Animal Kingdom 5K. We had just done that one, and I walked it since I was pregnant. I didn't run. I walked, and this woman just like pushes me right up against.
Yeah, and Mama Bear instinct kicked in, so so Maharaja Jungle Trek is my number 5.
Yeah, well,
and it's partly because of that.
Just call me Ronda Rousey. Just call me Rowdy Cherry Beam.
Right.
Actually, my number 5 is Maharaja Jungle Trek. But I also put it with Gorilla Falls, Exploration, whatever they call it now. It used to be called something else. So basically, both of those, you can go in and you can walk around.
I'm just going to throw my number 4 out there is Gorilla Falls.
Oh, okay. So spoiler alert. And both of these locations, like he said, you can walk in, get a closer view of the animals. It's pandemonium in front of this capacity crowd. Is pandemonium.
Pandalirium. Pandalirium even. That's like a step above pandemonium. That's Joey's World. Pandalirium is like delirium and pandemonium all together.
I'm going live tonight when we get home. Oh, awesome.
Okay, Jiggy Family's going live tonight, so be on the lookout for that.
Yes, please. But Maharaja is in Africa, like right out. No, is in Asia. And Gorilla Falls is
right after you get off of the
Festival of the Lion King. Kilimanjaro
Safaris.
In Africa. Well, it's right there with Festival of the Lion King too, but
kind of, sort of. Festival of the Lion King kind of back behind Tusker House, but
I really love the Gorilla Falls because it's got the naked mole rats in it. And I always like to go. So put some clothes on those naked mole rats.
The poor mole. They're mall rats.
Mall rats.
You said mall rats. Wow. Okay. So
I'm not Jay and Silent Bob, but I love the fact that you can get up and close and personal.
So maybe we've been hanging out with Joey. It's Joey's World and drinking adult beverages.
Maybe so.
Although we haven't. I mean, not unless Dr. Pepper is an adult beverage.
Well, I wouldn't let Josie drink it, so technically it is. So anyway, so my number 5 is Maharaja Jungle Trek. See, at least I can say
That was
it.
my number 4 was Gorilla Falls.
Too many adult beverages.
Yeah, no, not tonight.
And Gorilla Falls Exploration Trail, I think is what.
I just put Gorilla Falls.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean.
So anyway, so you had your number 4, which is Gorilla Falls.
So what's your number 4?
My number 4 takes place inside the Tree of Life. May have had a few adult
Mermaid Jedi says, "Yeah, I may have had a few adult beverages myself." So we're saying this is the adult beverage crowd. All we need is theme park.
We need theme park.
All we need is theme park brews, and then we're set.
Right. But it takes place inside the Tree of Life. You can see these wonderful posters for upcoming shows like Beauty and the Bees. And stuff like that, and then you get to go hang out. Saturday night party, baby. That's right.
Saturday night party. We're partying like it's 1999.
Hey, the music was pretty good back then. But it is tough to be a bug.
It's tough to be a bug?
That's my number 4.
Is it tough to be a bug? I've never been a bug. I don't know. So. Well,
yeah, you are in the show. You're shrunk down to.
I guess you become a bug.
You become an honorary bug, and
I guess you do.
And they show you. I'm a part of this adult party.
Yeah,
baby.
Yeah, here we go.
So this is starting to disintegrate.
It's disintegrating. Did she say we're not on Buzz Lightyear? We're not disintegrating.
Oh, hush. So it's tough to be a bug if you haven't seen it. You go into the theater, you get shrunken down to bug size. The kids are gone.
The kids are gone.
And
nice.
You put on your bug glasses instead of your opera glasses. You party animals.
We're party animals.
We're sitting here on YouTube
on Saturday night.
On Saturday night.
We're partying.
Let's see. What was that saying? Okay, so and members of the show of the movie, it's tough to be a bug. A Bug's Life, including Flick, who is your host. He brings out all these different bugs, and he's like, look, it's tough to be a bug, and shows Claire de Lune or Claire de Room.
Claire de Room. Claire de Lune's at Hope to Do Review.
No, the name of the stink bug is Claire de Room.
Claire de Room. You said Claire de Lune. What?
We're both having trouble talking tonight, apparently.
Claire de Lune's at Hoop to Do Review.
It's adult beverages. But Hopper shows up and tries to run the party.
He tries to do his Hopper stuff.
Yeah, and I've always liked that show. You get like poked in the butt in the stingers. Well, it's part of the show.
Oh, that okay.
Yeah, it's the little thing, and then you feel the ants run under or the little bugs run under. I always get freaked out.
Crazy Christine. My kids always get freaked out with the butt bug in the butt.
Right.
Yeah. It freaks me out too. I don't like butt bugs.
But no. You don't like butt bugs?
No, I don't like butt bugs.
Oh God, we're really going off the rails. Oh my God.
You're the one that brought up the butt bugs.
This is becoming an entirely different kind of show.
You shouldn't have brought up the butt bugs.
They touch the butt.
Mermaid Jedi Adventures, they do touch the butt.
They touch the butt.
They do.
Okay. But anyway, and for those of you who did not know, the voice of Flick.
Crazy Christine says, I don't like anything touching my butt. Joey's World says she does do need a drink now.
Right?
Maybe.
So, the voice of Flick is done by Dave Foley. Dave Foley was a member of a brilliant television show called Kids in the Hall, with another guy named Kevin McDonald. And Kevin McDonald was the voice of Pleakley in Lilo and Stitch. Yes, Mermaid Jedi, I know the Canadians know about Kids in the Hall.
Yes.
I'm
Kids in the Hall.
Still a big fan. But anyway, my number 4 is It's Tough to Be a Bug. What's your number 3?
So my number 3 is actually in close proximity to
Canadian Pride.
It's Tough to Be a Bug.
Okay.
And it is the actual
Makes
tree.
me feel really old right now. I know it's been like over 25 years since that show
Let's
was on
not
the
talk
air.
about feeling old.
Oh.
I'm going to be 45 years old next month. I'm feeling old.
Hey, we had all the good music.
So anyway, we did have all the good music. I don't know what. See, now I'm gonna sound. You're gonna make me sound old again. I don't know what these kids are listening to today. I mean, what is that stuff?
It's still a baby.
Still a baby. Thank you for saying
Lisa.
so.
Thank you, big sis Lisa.
Thank you for saying so. Anyway, my number 3 is the Tree of Life itself.
Awesome.
And the reason for that, it's the icon of the park. It's what you see when you walk in. It's the focal point. You can see it from almost any point in the park.
For the most part.
For the most part, there's a couple of places like if you're in Dinosaur, or if you're inside, or if you're in the line queue at one of the rides or something. But for the most part, you can get a vantage point of the Tree of Life from almost everywhere.
Hashtag.
And it's that's my number 3. It's the Tree of Life.
Awesome. My number 3 is a show. It takes place, I think it's technically in Dino Land, but it's kind of in between Asia and Dino Land. I loved it even more, though, when it was Tarzan Rocks, because Tarzan in a loincloth doing the little rope work, I'm just saying. But it's Finding Nemo the musical.
Hey, they touched the butt.
They touched the butt?
Yeah,
they sure did.
Touching the butt. Finding Nemo the musical.
So, I'm still getting over it. But I think it's a Broadway quality production. The way that they move on stage, having to do the puppetry along with the singing. And, I mean, because you had the girl who's doing Dory doing the flips upside down. I mean, it's just great. And the kids love it. Josie loves it when the bubbles come out.
I will say the only thing about that is if you don't get into Finding Nemo the musical early, you get the most horrid seats in the place.
Those seats in the back
the seats in the very back, they're like sitting on bleachers, basically, and they're way up high. You don't really have a good view. But if you can get in early and you get a seat down like middle to the front, it's a really nice show.
Love that show. The music, the puppets and the bubbles.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mermaid Jedi Adventure said love the show.
Yeah,
it's a good show. but the seating is the you got to make sure you got a good seat. So you have to kind of get there before the line really starts to build up. And if you have a fast pass for it, even better.
Yes.
But that's definitely a good show.
Absolutely. So what's your number 3?
That was my number 3, Tree of Life. We're up to number 2 now.
Oh, okay. Well, that was my number 3, was Finding Nemo the musical.
My number 2 is actually kind of an area more than it is an actual attraction.
Okay.
And it's fairly new, and it's Pandora as a whole. If you go in there and you go to Pandora, it's almost like you're walking into a whole other world. You can't hear anything from any of the other parks. They've kind of got...
It's amazing how they
it's
did
amazing
that.
how I mean, Disney magic, but you literally cross that bridge into Pandora, and you literally are stepping into what feels like a whole other world. You've got the floating mountains, and you've got all the different foliage, and at night it's all lit up and bioluminescence, and you can go and get what's that drink everyone likes there? The blossom.
Not orange blossom. Agreed. Very immersive. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh, Flight of Passage.
Flight of Passage.
That was I think for both of us, that was when we did our rides top 5 at Animal Kingdom. That was our number 1 across the board.
But the whole attraction of Pandora itself, that is amazing. So that's my number 2.
Yeah, that didn't make my list, but it's very impressive how they did that. The sound thing without walls. It's still
Night Blossom. It's called a Night Blossom. Thank you, Mermaid and Jedi Adventures.
Thank you.
It is a Night Blossom. That's what it's called.
It's awful sweet though.
It's sweet and tart at the same time.
Oh Lord, I could only drink about half of it.
The boba balls are really good.
Yeah, the boba ball. Yeah, well, I wouldn't know. Josie ate
all
my boba balls.
I wonder if they're related to Boba Fett.
I don't know.
I hope they didn't. Never mind. Things that go through my mind. Anyway. So, your
My
number two
is one,
back on track.
My number 2 is one that you have mentioned already.
Okay.
It is the Tree of Life. For a lot of the reasons that you mentioned, it is the icon. Plus, look at all the different carvings of balls and butts.
Balls and butts. Where's the show going? You know, Crazy Christine and crew.
I
was just thinking the same thing, and I'll go ahead and say it. I was hoping that they were not Boba Fett's balls.
Oh God, really? Oh my God.
So anyway,
do like Hall & Oates.
See, I was trying to not say it, but you made me go
straight
there.
in the gutter.
You made me do it. It's Crazy Christine's fault.
Why don't you be like Hall & Oates? Some things are better left
Mermaid
unsaid.
Jedi Adventure says straight to the gutter.
Yeah,
it's like,
right.
Well,
anyway, the Tree of Life is my number 2. I just found very.
Just let it go.
Go.
Joey's World says just let it go. Yeah, just let it go.
Anyway, but the carvings of all the different animals, like especially when you're going down into the tree to get to, it's tough to be a bug, and seeing all the different carvings and all the detail on that tree is amazing.
Yes.
So the Tree of Life.
Hi, baby girl.
Yep. Well, go in there.
We'll show them when we sign off.
Yeah,
okay?
yeah. We'll call you when we're getting ready to sign off.
Josie wants to show off her bear.
I know. So why do I have a feeling that my number 1 is the same as your number 1?
Because my number 1 is probably your favorite attraction in any of the parks.
If I'm
Crazy Christine Cruz says hi, Josie.
Yeah. I'm thinking what it is my favorite show on property.
Yeah, it's her favorite show on property.
So 1, 2, 3.
Festival of the Lion King. So this show, it's very reminiscent of like a Cirque du Soleil show. I'm not a big Cirque person, and there's probably only 2 shows that are kind of along that same line that I really like, and it's Festival of the Lion King and Beatles Love at the Mirage in Vegas.
You too, Crazy
Christine Cruz says me too. But Festival of the Lion King, I mean, you go in there.
Me 3.
And Mermaid Jedi Adventure says me 3.
I cry every day. Oh, honey.
You know what? If you want to see Cherry cry, take her to Festival of the Lion King.
There is a vlog. I did a vlog for our December 2016 trip, and at the very end, I just pan over to me, and I'm just like, bawling.
But yeah, it's a fantastic show. The performers are always top notch. The tumble monkeys are freaking amazing. My kids know the exact point when I started. They all
crying and they
Crazy Christine. I think that everyone probably has that same point in time. I know Josie loves the dancers, the birds, that when they start the ballet portion of it. The tumble monkeys, we love.
Tumble monkeys. I would love to be a tumble monkey.
Really, all of the performers are fantastic. So Festival of Lion King for me is definitely the number 1 attraction at Animal Kingdom.
Absolutely. I think usually my point is when they start singing Circle of Life.
Yeah.
And then I'm even like wiping away tears.
Circle of Life, yeah.
Towards the end, as soon as they start Circle of Life is when I lose it. Yep, me too.
That's when she loses it too.
I literally, and then I'll kind of wipe away some of the tears when they're doing the Lion Sleeps Tonight. But then when they do the very ending thing, I'm just like,
yeah, she loses it.
Yeah, but
so I do have a couple of honorable mentions.
I have a couple as well.
The first one you've already mentioned, which is Finding Nemo the musical. But my other honorable mention, and I had to look this up to find out what it was called, but it's the Barutica at Harambe Village, and that's basically the street band that comes out and does the drums.
They are fantastic.
They are fantastic.
Glad to know you're not the only one, Crazy Kirsten.
Yes, but the Barutica at Harambe Village, they're basically they play drums, and they chant and sing, and they get the dances going. And every time they're out playing, when we walk by, we always seem to stop and watch until the end. Fly Me to Disney says, "Hey guys, just stopping to say hi and have a great night. We're doing some home improvement today and are still working on scraping the popcorn off the ceiling."
Oh, good luck with that.
Good luck with that. Oh. Fly Me to Disney. Thank you for joining.
I'm on a mission to dance this time when we go. You do it.
Yes, do that. So Fly Me to Disney. You guys, do what you have to do. Home improvement is always fun. Adulting is hard.
Yes,
that's for sure. We're glad we're not frozen too. I know, but Cherry doesn't like to be frozen, and I'll show you why I'm not frozen, because I have these very stylish warm slippers on.
We're talking about the feed being frozen like last time.
Yeah, I know, but this is why I'm not frozen, because I have these stylish slippers on. They're very warm.
They are. My feet are cold right now. I love those.
Bobby Disney love those. You can find them at Emporium.
Yes.
That's where I found mine.
Yes.
And adult large if you need them, or you can go adult medium.
Yep. Have fun with that popcorn ceiling. Yeah. So
had to go there. Yep.
Well, we have popcorn all over our wall. Well, it's not really actually
it's
popcorn.
It's just textured.
It's called it's a different texture, and I can't remember what it's called.
So, you had some honorable mentions.
I did. My first honorable mention is Rafiki's Planet Watch. Although I have heard
that maybe changing.
It's going to be going away.
Yeah.
But I love that you can go back and see a little bit of backstage and how they care for the animals. They also have some, even though we're not mentioning character interactions, they do have some good character.
We saw Pocahontas back there. We've
Pocahontas
seen
has been there.
Jiminy Cricket.
Rafiki's usually there.
Yeah, it's Joey's World. We love that stuff too, and they always move and change, and when something's not getting the traffic, they tend to take it out.
Yeah.
Even though it might be near and dear to some of our hearts.
Like the Great Movie Ride.
Hi Nick.
Hi Nick.
Thanks for joining.
Spix, how are you doing?
Thanks for joining in. But they always seem to use that space in another way that we're like, okay, I really like that too.
Yeah, I mean,
so
it whenever they have closed a ride, it has never failed that they will replace it with something that I absolutely love. As much as I complain.
That's Gaston.
Excuse me.
I need to drink one.
Josie, you're fine.
All right, well, hang on a minute.
Yeah,
okay?
just hang on. Anytime that they change something, I complain. There's a cycle. They announce changes. Something's been taken out. We all complain about it. Then we complain that it's taken too long. And then it opens.
And then we're like, yeah!
And then we're like, oh my God, that is awesome. Hello on phone can't tag. Oh, it's
all right.
It's all good.
It's all good.
But I love Rafiki's Planet Watch. I'm about to get off here.
We're about to get off here. It was nice joining you guys tonight.
Live stream tonight. Love you all. We love you guys. We'll be on there as soon as we get off. We'll as soon as we get off.
Yeah, as soon as we get off here, we'll join you. But thank you so much for joining, and we'll see you in a little bit.
Absolutely. So my next honorable mention kind of goes along with one that you already mentioned. I think I always miss a great movie ride. Me too,
we will
Joey's
miss a great
World.
Movie ride, and we hope they do the Mickey ride justice. We'll see.
So I only have one other honorable mention, and basically it's like just the streetmosphere at Animal Kingdom. Like you mentioned, the drums, the carnival that they have. They've got some really cool stuff. The drum line in Pandora.
Yeah, I do like the drum line.
I will say I do miss my Jam and Jungle Parade.
I almost do that on my honorable mention, but it's not there anymore.
Bring it back.
Yeah. That was her favorite parade, was the Jam and Jungle Parade.
It still is. I mean, of all time, it still is. But Boo to You's kind of got it now since Jam and Jungle's gone.
Boo to You.
Yeah. So my top 5 Animal Kingdom attractions: number 5, Maharaja Jungle Trek and Gorilla Falls Exploration Trail. Number 4 was It's Tough to Be a Bug. Number 3, Finding Nemo the Musical. Number 2, The Tree of Life. And number 1, Festival of the Lion King.
Okay, my top 5 was number 5, Maharaja Jungle Trek. Number 4, Gorilla Falls. Number 3, Tree of Life. Number 2, Pandora. Number 1, Festival of the Lion King.
Very good.
I think the next thing we wanted to talk about is on June 30th, they have announced that they're going to be opening Toy Story Land.
A big announcement.
And I'm really excited about it. We've contemplated trying to check and see when they have an annual pass holder preview. Jose Panchito show is great. Met Tim Tracker there.
You know what's funny is when we left in January when we left at the end of February, I got on and looked at the news, the Disney World news, and they said in 2 days, Jose and Panchito were going in at Animal Kingdom, and I'm like, really?
So
2 days after we left?
We missed them by 2 days.
Yes.
We really wish I could have seen that. But we've contemplated with the opening of Toy Story Yeah.
Anybody want a Disney
A tissue.
tissue?
We were talking Festival of Lion King. She needed a tissue.
Yes.
Nick's Pick said, wait, I need to know about early pass holder stuff. Well, we haven't checked yet. They've announced the opening date. We don't know any dates about pass holder preview.
Yet.
We want to find out about that because now that we are DVC members, maybe we can pop down there for a long weekend or something like that.
Or something like that, because the last time we did the
it's Joey's World. We haven't heard anything yet either.
Because the last time we got an email regarding Pandora.
Right, we had an email about Pandora.
And it just so happened that they were doing the pass holder preview
while we were already
planning to be there because it was opening, 2 weeks after we were there?
Yes.
So I'm hoping that they do, but...
if we get an email, then there might be a quick trip announcement saying, hey, we're popping down there.
So, and I wasn't that excited about Toy Story Land originally because it actually kind of took our
backlot,
the backlot tour and stuff like that, and I love that attraction. But now when they announced it, I was just like, oh,
yeah. So the Slinky Dog roller coaster.
Yes, that looks fun.
That looks fun.
They've announced height restrictions for that, 38 inches.
Yes.
And the alien saucer thing is 32 inches.
32
I
inches,
think.
yeah.
So,
they've got some fun looking rides in there, and of course you're going to be walking around through Andy's backyard.
Yep.
So
because you're a toy.
You're a toy. So Toy Story Land is we're excited about that, and I think
I'm not really too excited about just Toy Story Land, but I might be excited once I see it in real life. Crazy Kristen Creek, absolutely. That's my thing. That's
my thing. And it's funny how Disney has a way of taking something that you normally wouldn't be that excited about and then making it awesome.
Yeah.
And then you're excited about it.
Kind of like Pandora.
Kind of like Pandora.
Like I hated the movie.
Cherry's not a fan of Avatar. I like Avatar. She's not a fan, but Pandora's awesome.
Seeing that land once it was finally done 20 years after they started, it was amazing to see what they had done.
Yeah.
And the fact that Joe, and of course Joe Rody was behind that one, so I knew it was going to be good. But to see those floating mountains and everything, it was awesome. So I think that the Toy Story Land is going to be great.
It's going to be great.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I'm excited about that. What are y'all's thoughts about that? Anyone else have a thought about Toy Story Land?
Yeah.
And what you're looking forward to, or any other thoughts?
Yeah. Do you have any questions or discussion?
It's Joey's World Cherry. Big Sis Lisa here, and wants to know how you manage to keep your foundation on all day in the park.
After an hour, it says no. Actually, what I do, it's setting spray. It's setting spray, and the technique I use to apply my foundation. Basically, I use a brush, and I kind of push it in a little bit as I'm putting on my foundation, and then a good setting spray. Actually, I'll show you my favorite. Although I have several that I use, but this is my favorite, Mac Fix Plus.
Can't really see, but
yeah, it's hard to see. But this stuff is like super glue for your makeup.
So it's Joey's World. For my foundation, I tend to do warrior pose, and I try to
Urban Decay All Nighter works for me. I've heard All Nighter is really good.
Yeah,
no foundation go natural too hot.
I try to do warrior pose, and I try to do a few squats, so I can keep my foundation under me. I try to keep my feet firmly on the ground.
Still grounded.
Joey's World just grounded me again. No, I'm always grounded. Always.
But you'll see in our May vlogs that about halfway through the trip, because it was like swamp butt weather, I stopped doing it. Even though I still stopped doing.
It was so swampy.
It was so hot.
It was like in the 90s with 100% humidity.
Yeah, it was bad.
Literally, you walk outside and you immediately start sweating.
So there were a few days that I didn't wear any makeup.
You'll see it glisten. She'll shimmer.
I'm shiny.
She'll be shiny.
But when I do wear makeup, that's what I do. Is I just the way I found when you kind of pat in your foundation, it tends to stick a little bit better on your face, and then set and spray. Hair up, no makeup. I can't put my hair up; it's too short.
Yeah, I keep my hair up, and I don't wear makeup either. Crazy Christine.
Yeah,
it's just
that's
too
our
much,
life when
too
we
much
hibernate.
maintenance.
We just hibernate in the summer.
Yeah,
Good idea.
as Joey's World says, it's too hot down there. You know, I'm just gonna say air conditioning in Florida is not overrated.
No.
Yeah,
Oh
it's
man,
not
I was hoping you
overrated.
had still had some drink. Mine's
Crazy
finally
Christine
up there.
said, mine's finally there. Yeah.
Yeah, I tend to keep mine short. Sometimes shorter than other times. I like to experiment with my haircut a lot. So, like, I'll get like a funky pixie and then I'll let it grow out.
It's Joey's World. To all the Disney folks, has anyone ever done the dessert fireworks parties? You know, we've done the
Florida
dessert
Foundation is a tan, Nick's Picks. That's
yeah,
right.
that's right. So it's Joey's World. We've done the dessert fireworks for the Star Wars fireworks at Hollywood Studios.
Yes.
And we found that it was a lot of fun. We had a great time hanging out with folks, with some of the stormtroopers walking around.
Yeah.
Had some great desserts, and then prime viewing for the Star Wars fireworks at Hollywood Studios.
Yes.
And that was great. We didn't have to wait, and we didn't have to camp out or anything. They just stormtroopers, they escorted us out from Launch Bay and took us straight to our roped off viewing area, which was prime location.
Yep.
And it was awesome.
Yeah.
So Crazy Christine says they didn't like the Star Wars, it was too crowded. You know, with the Star Wars fireworks, the dessert and fireworks thing, it really wasn't that crowded for us.
Not while we were there.
Not while we were there. So
now I will say the inside where they hold the dessert
which is at
party,
Launch Bay,
which is in Launch Bay, it can be very crowded and there's nowhere to sit down. So
but you can also go outside.
That's what we
to
did.
Get away from the crowd a little bit.
Love the Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party, dessert party, Crazy Christine crew.
I bet that was
Yeah,
awesome.
now
we love the Not So Scary Halloween party.
Yeah.
Just don't go on the first night it opens.
Oh God,
crazy.
That's we've only done the Osborne dessert party. Oh, I didn't know
I
they
didn't
did
even know
an
they
Osborne
did.
one.
You know, I'm sad that I never got to see the Osborne lights.
I know. I got sick.
Before they took them
I
out.
got sick that.
She got sick the day we were supposed to go do that, and I just didn't make it out there.
Our Chinese is
my
here.
main Jedi Adventures.
Run.
Hey.
Thanks for the laughs.
Hey, have an egg roll for me.
Yes.
And maybe maybe a fortune cookie. If it's got the lottery numbers in there.
Not impressed with the Frozen party either. We haven't done that one.
I haven't done the Frozen party, so I don't know about that.
I saw where they were setting up for it when we were there in January. That's the one at Epcot.
Hey, so everyone ordered Chinese tonight but us. See you later, Mermaid and Jedi Adventures.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining us, and we'll talk to you guys soon.
Yeah, you actually cooked.
Yes, I cooked.
Of course, we did order pizza for lunch.
Well, it's because we were okay. So we finally took our Christmas tree down today. And here's the thing. Since Thanksgiving, when we put the tree up, we've either been doing stuff with Josie.
Yeah, usually
2 at Disney World.
Yeah.
Or 3 too exhausted from 1 and 2, or just late, or just being lazy.
Good. Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry you're not feeling well. Hope you feel better. That's soup tends to make the body feel better.
Yeah, I'm actually still battling.
Get you hydrated.
Cruddy cold.
She's had this crud for like a month now, I think.
Oh,
ever since
a couple weeks.
Well, ever since
that woman coughed in my face
at Disney World. So, dinner, yeah, and beer for dinner.
Oh,
so you're having an adult dinner, is what you're saying?
Liquid. She's having liquid dinner.
Liquid dinner.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, beer has calories.
Yeah, it does.
It does.
So those are the only ones that we've only done the one, but for one of our upcoming trips, I want to do a happily ever after dessert party. I know that they do two different ones. If anyone has done one of those parties, gotta watch those carbs.
yeah. Well, I mean, you only want to take in quality carbs,
right?
The hoppy kind.
The hoppy carbs.
Yeah, hoppy carbs.
But if anyone has done any of the happily ever after dessert parties, last time I was at Disney, I was like head down, hands off rails, didn't want to get sick.
Yeah. It's funny, because we talked about this a little bit. It's funny how people don't take into consideration other people in the park when they go to the park sick. They're like, well, I've paid all this money. I'm going to go in here no matter what. And
kind of like a dude who was smoking in front of us.
Oh, my gosh. But they go, I paid all this money. I'm going to go in there, no matter what. I'm coughing all over everybody, and
I got a fever.
I got a fever, but I'm going to the park, by gosh, because I paid all this money. Well, you know what? Just don't.
We don't want your germs.
We don't want to be sick either, so don't ruin our time just because. I mean, I'm sorry you're not feeling well at the time that you were going on your vacation, but think about the thousands of people that you could infect. We don't want the flu. And think about the kids going around there. Maybe there's some kids that just got over the flu and you're going to give it to them again.
Yeah.
Or maybe there's some kids there that have that have problems with their immune system too. I mean, you don't know what or who you're going to infect when you do that. So please just don't go to the park sick, especially if you're coughing all over the place. And for the love of all things holy, if you're going to cough, cover your mouth.
And don't get in someone's face.
And don't cough in someone's face like this lady did to Cherry. So anyway, I'll get off that soapbox. It's not why we're here.
I remember the measles outbreak at Disneyland. Selfish folks. Oh, Lord, Joey's World.
Just use some common sense. We know that you spent the money, but still you're sick. So do yourself a favor and
stay in the room.
Do yourself a favor and rest and recuperate and get better.
Yes.
And don't make everybody else sick.
Exactly.
So anyway. Rant over.
But as I was saying about the dessert party, if anyone's done like the happily ever dessert party, I know
Let us know about that.
Yeah. I know that they have a couple of different ones. Comment below which one is the best for viewing, because I would like to do that on one of our upcoming
because
trips.
Believe it or not, we have not seen Happily Ever After from the park.
Not from the park.
We've seen it from California Grill, but not from the park.
Right.
And so we haven't really been able to see, outside of watching it on YouTube, we haven't been able to see the actual castle projections, etc.
Right. I mean, it looks great.
It does look great, but we want to see it, in person if we can do a dessert party. So we can get prime viewing and not have to camp for it. That would be awesome.
Yeah, when you have a 4-year-old who wants to go, and
you can't camp in one place for that long.
Yeah.
For a show. She's all about Big Thunder Mountain and Seven Dwarfs Mine Train right now. Yeah, so
she wants to ride.
She wants to ride
and see Country Bear Jamboree.
Yes, that makes me happy.
So
notice she said Country Bear Jamboree. I immediately smile. Yeah,
because he's Big Al's biggest fan.
I am.
So. Shaking my head in agreement.
Yes. Yeah. Joey's World shaking their heads in agreement because I'm assuming you're talking about Country Bear Jamboree because
there's blood on the saddle. Okay,
there's blood on the saddle
and blood on the ground.
Don't.
So are there any other questions, comments, shenanigans of any sort? Shenanigans of any sort going on? Anything else we got going on? Tell them what you're going to be doing in May.
It's not Disney related.
It's not Disney related, but let them know.
It's not Disney related. I will be participating in a Professional Bowlers Association national tour stop in Wilmington, North Carolina. We'll be bowling on a 36-foot Viper pattern, and I'm going to knock some pins down and bring some cash home.
Because we got to fund our Disney habit here.
Yeah, we got to. So. Got to practice up, get some yoga going, so my foundation is strong.
You gotta get a strong
foundation. Got to get the yoga on. Got to get the Max trainer going.
Joey watches all the bowling event details. He's got his PBA card.
It's the Extra Frame event coming up on the weekend of May 18th in Wilmington, North Carolina. If you have Extra Frame, then you'll be able to see us bowl. It's national tour stop, so I expect all the big guns to be there, and I'm going to take them down. That's right. I said it.
He's coming for you, Belmo. He's coming for you.
I don't even think Belmo will be there. He'll probably be off in Japan somewhere.
Yeah, that's because he's scared of you.
Well, I mean, he should be. I mean, seriously, if you're going to go do one of these things, don't go in thinking you're going to lose. If you're going to go, you got to go in.
You have to go in confident.
You have to go in to win.
Yep.
So,
we're
hope you do, and I'll try to. The way they set these things up, they usually have during qualifying one pair that is set up for the broadcast, and I usually let Cherry know when I'm getting close to the broadcast pair so that she can tune in. And if I happen to make match play, then that will be covered as well. So we'll see about that. But usually how it works, you have practice. Practice will be on the 18th. The 19th will be qualifying. It's usually 8 games. and then the following day, if you qualify in the top 16, there will be 16 games of round robin match play, and then the top 5 from there go into a step ladder for the finals.
Explain what a step ladder is. In case
a step ladder, basically the top 5. So number 4 and number 5 seed.
And what is that based on? The rankings?
Okay, so the rankings are based on total pins, and then match play is based on who had the most wins in match play.
Okay.
So you can qualify. The top 5 qualifiers go to the step ladder finals, and then number 4 and number 5 bowl against one another. Then the winner goes on to face the number 3 seed. Then the winner of that goes on to face the number 2 seed, and so on to the number 1 seed for the championship.
Okay.
So again, it is a national tour stop, extra frame event. So there's a number of really good bowlers.
So never go bowling with you, says Crazy Christine Crew.
Oh, well, we can have fun.
Yeah, he You know what's funny is I've mentioned, like, us going to Splitsville when we're down at Disney. And he's like, yeah, but I'd have to bring all of my bowling balls, and they probably don't have a good oil pattern.
They probably don't have an oil pattern at all.
I'm like, really?
They probably don't. I mean, it's recreational. They probably only put just enough to keep you from messing up the heads, and it's probably not. The reason I don't like bowling at places like that is because usually the only way you can do it is with a house ball. I don't like using a house ball because when you're trying to practice in something, you don't want to have to change your motion and teach your body to do something differently than what you've trained it to do. And I'm not trying to mess up the game like that, because I can,
Now there is a place down in Orlando where they have pro bowling.
Oh, yeah.
Because I saw it. I can't remember what
the
name of it. I think it's on iDrive.
Yeah, there's all kinds.
We're putting you to sleep.
Yeah, we're putting you to sleep. Sorry. Well, you get me talking about bowling, and I mean, it's exciting to me, but maybe not everyone else.
But it's exciting that you're going to be doing a national tour stop.
Yep. So we'll hopefully we got to practice up for that. Be ready.
Yeah.
So Joey's World News: have some relatives possibly coming down to do the parks later in the year. Some are too scared to do Everest, so we're doing
our first Everest challenge. Oh.
Okay, that's awesome. Now, me personally, I love Expedition Everest. It's actually one of my favorite coasters. My favorite coaster at all the parks is Rock and Roller Coaster. But
if they chicken out, they have to drink three
Beverleys.
Oh, that's cold.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, that's excruciating.
I don't even want to drink one Beverly. I don't even want to smell Beverly.
I might actually.
So Expedition Everest is awesome. Beverly is not awesome. Nick Spick says we went bowling in Disney Springs. Wasn't expecting the baby lane.
So were they?
They had the duck pin lane, kind of like over at the place where Josie did her birthday party, where they bowled.
Oh, okay.
I'm sure it's that. Okay. Like the duck pin balls, and they have 10 pins, but they're just baby lanes. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
What you're talking about.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
Short.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
Short.
So the short lanes. Okay.
Yes.
Got it. All right.
Nick Spicks. Yeah, we saw that on video. Yep.
But yeah, I've heard the food at Splitsville is pretty good. Can someone verify that while we're here? I keep hearing the food at Splitsville.
Well, most bowling alley food is pretty good. It's mainly fried.
The one here in Belmont, North Carolina.
Oh yeah, it's good.
It's such a good that thing is so good. It was
okay.
Good.
So Nick Spick says the food at Splitsville is good.
Awesome.
So yeah,
awesome.
It's good to know.
Awesome. All right. Any other questions?
Comments? Remarks?
Yeah. Any other challenges to
challenges to announce? No.
Get some water.
No.
Some water?
No more challenges?
No. One thing I gotta challenge myself in is I gotta lose some weight. I gotta get back to doing some.
When's your next trip? Okay, so we are actually.
It has not been booked yet.
It's not been booked yet, but we're looking at.
Happy to share Saturday night with you guys.
Thank you. We're happy to share Saturday night with you guys too. Now, our next trip, we're in the planning stages of our trip. It's not booked yet, but we're looking at the week after Thanksgiving of this year. Mm-hmm. We're attempting to get a room at Bay Lake Towers with our DVC membership, but we can't book until April 25th. So it depends on availability when we're able to book. We could book Copper Creek right now if we wanted to. But we really want to stay at Bay Lake Towers this time because we've never stayed at the Contemporary, and that's kind of a bucket list. So we're trying to hold out until April 25th to see what's available for Bay Lake Towers. So once we have more information on that and it is actually booked, we'll do an official announcement. But that's a little spoiler that, you know, possibly the week after Thanksgiving.
That's my birthday weekend. You should take me with you. Well, come on.
Well, come on down. I think, you know, it's possible that magical...
Need a video of that room.
Yes, we'll definitely do that. You know, and what we're looking at trying to do is possible that magical moments. It's possible. We've been talking to them.
You're not supposed to say anything about that yet.
Well, sorry. But it's possible that we've been talking to them and we're trying to coordinate and see if we can work it out.
Yeah.
So, we're just trying to make sure that we coordinate.
You just tell everything
you
know.
I wasn't supposed to say anything.
Well, like you said,
we don't know what's going to happen yet, though, because nothing's booked.
Cool, we won't tell.
Yeah, well, I just told the whole world. But nothing's booked. We're trying to coordinate and see if it can work out. They're trying to work some stuff out on their end. We're trying to work some stuff out on our end. So maybe.
So if you guys are going to be there, if anyone who's watching this back, comment below and let us know if you're going to be there, and we'll say hi.
Yep, definitely. It's Joey's World. You're not far away. You should come say hi anyway.
Yeah. We'd love to see you guys.
And Mermaid and Jedi, I know you're thinking about, you're possibly got a trip coming up soon, but you know, you were there last November as well.
They're talking
for
about
the Christmas party.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you know, nothing says you couldn't come back.
39
Crazy
days.
Christine's calling 39 days. That's awesome.
Jealous.
I wish we were going to be there in like, you know, nine minutes.
Yeah, really.
They don't have beaming technology.
I know, we were thinking that. Seriously,
yeah,
you guys should come.
You guys should come out. You're not far away, so it's not like you couldn't pop over to Disney Springs for an evening or something like that.
No.
Just saying.
I think we'll probably arrive on that Saturday and stay off site.
Possibly, yeah, and then the Sunday after. That's the tentative plan right now. We don't know exactly for sure.
Right, Flower and Garden.
Flower and Garden. Yeah.
Oh, we love Flower and Garden.
We love Flower and Garden. The problem is Flower and Garden doesn't love me because my allergies went off the chain last year at Flower and Garden.
Just saying, Joey's World.
Just saying. That's right.
Saying.
Just saying. Disney Springs can happen.
All right, so I think we're gonna wrap it up.
Yeah. So hey, Josie, you want to come and help us sign off?
Come on here, baby.
Come on. Come on.
I need a drink.
Well, after we sign off, we'll get you a drink, okay?
I want even milk.
You want a little bit of milk?
I want to take you guys to Jelly Rolls sometimes. We'd love to go to Jelly Rolls.
Definitely have to go to Jelly Rolls. So, Josie, can you say hi to everyone?
Hi.
No, let's say it right.
Say it nicely.
Say it nicely.
So, Josie, you want to tell them how excited you are? In 2 weeks, you're going to your first dance competition.
Yeah.
I'm going to a different competition.
Yeah, you're going to your dance competition for your mini hip hop.
I'm going to a different competition.
What are you going to be dancing to? Hi, Josie.
Christina.
Disney's first dancing princess. That's right.
I'm going to be a Yena.
No.
You're going to be Elena?
No, tell them your dance with Miss Billie Jean. Which one?
Which one?
Great chatting with you guys.
I'm doing
good night,
Too Crazy Christine. Good night. She said good night, Josie. Say good night.
I want to say my sign off.
You ready to sign off? Okay. So do your sign off.
Yeah. Peace. Rock.
And a little bit of pixie dust.
Mwah.
Thank you guys for joining.
Yes.
All you guys are awesome. It's Joey's World, Mermaid Jedi Adventures.
Please subscribe. Please subscribe to these guys. Absolutely.
Yeah, all of these guys are awesome. Everyone that you saw chatting with us, they're all great folks. Subscribe, like their channels.
Yes, that's Ariel.
Check them out. They've got some great content.
And we will. Is that Ariel Mermaid?
Yes,
it is.
All right, guys. We will see you guys soon. Thank you so much for joining.
Say bye.
Say bye.
It's crazy land now.
It's crazy land.
You don't blow them kisses?
Yeah. Okay, squirrel.
Squirrel. All right, bye, guys.
Thank you guys. See ya.
Well,
put me down.
See you real soon.
I need to put my...
Josie, bring this back.
Bye.